Yo, what up? It's your boy D.
It's your boy Jay.
And this is D&J Movie Reviews. I hope everybody's having a great night tonight. It's the weekend. It's Friday. It's time to get loose. It's time to chill out, drink you some wine, go grab you something to eat, and go see Morbius. So, tonight the Morbius movie came out, and we're going to talk about it. So let's sit back and let's relax, and let's jump into it. What up, what?
Not much, man. Doing all right.
I'm doing good, man.
Doing good.
Hey, you have a good week?
Yes, sir.
Man, this has been a hell of a week. Long. I'm glad that it's over. But we're going to jump into this movie, man.
We'll jump into it.
So, let's break it down. Tell me what do you like about it and what you didn't like about it?
So the synopsis of the movie, you guys, is Dr. Michael Morbius, who's played by Jared Leto. He has a rare blood disease, and he's trying to find a cure for his blood disease, for his condition.
Right.
And then, what better way to do it? He goes to experiment on bats, and he finds a way, and then for some reason, something goes wrong, but it gives him, unlimited, abilities, superhuman strength, and becomes the living vampire, as we all know. Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
That's like what he said.
Right.
But anyways, I'm going to break this down, man. The action of the movie was kind of not the greatest, but it was all right a little bit. Now, I will say that the movie had a lot of horror aspects in the movie. Like, you could tell, like, it was really, really gritty with the horror part. That's what I liked about with the horror part of the movie. It's like, how he was killing people and all stuff. And then I was worried. I'm like, bro, are they gonna show him like, sucking blood and all stuff? I was worried, but then I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, all right, I was riding with this. I'm like, okay, but I feel like it was okay in that aspect.
Okay.
Now I feel like some parts in the movie, I feel like some of the parts was just kind of, it would just like get dragged a little bit. The pacing was just a little bit slow, and I was just like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, but we all know this is Sony. This is what they're, what they're doing and everything. But it's, it's nothing we can say or do about that. But I really do feel like that this movie could have been better if it was rated R. Because
you talked about that in the theater.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. The movie had this movie. It has so much. It can have so much potential because, well, Morbius is a dark Marvel character. Okay. And he's a vampire. Right. So, and be honest, in the comics, Morbius, he goes ham. And he kills a lot of people. So, but the thing is, I understand, but we understand what Sony's doing. But other than that, that's pretty much that, I could say for right now, but everything later down, I'll tell you later in the video. But I'm going to let my boy, Darrell, take over for a minute. Tell you what he thought about it.
All right, man. What I thought about it, I thought it was a good movie. I didn't think it was bad like everybody else said it was. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 19%. I've been seeing a lot of videos, a lot of people saying that they didn't like this movie. I thought it was okay. It was an okay movie. And so I was just like, I went into this movie with that aspect that it's going to be a worse movie. Like, I came into this movie, I was like, everybody's going to say it sucks. Everybody said this, everybody said that. And I went into the movies, and I was surprised.
But you know what's crazy, though, bro? When they came out with the trailers for Morbius, bro,
they hyped it up.
They hyped it. That's another thing. Trailers can definitely be deceiving you guys. Yeah. That's why you got to be careful. Because sometimes when they get you soaked in these trailers, they get you hyped. And next thing you go to the movie, you're like, okay, like what the heck is the the plot point, man? Like where are they going with this? And you're just like, you're just sitting there just confused, like what? But but that's another thing. But go ahead, Darrell.
No, I'll keep going.
I'm just I'm just saying there's just a lot of stuff.
Speak your shit.
I'm just saying there could have been a lot of stuff that they could have made better with this movie. I understand that they had to go do a lot of reshoots, and I know that it's just, they had to go do a lot of reshoots, and some of the stuff just didn't make sense. But other than that, I feel like, even though being PG-13, I feel like it was okay. Now later I'll give it a grade and all stuff, but I'm not going, I'm not saying it's the best Marvel movie I've seen, but I'm just saying that it's an okay movie. It is. Especially if you're a horror fan. I'm just going to put it out there. If you're a horror fan, you'll like this movie because, hey, he's a vampire in this movie. And, he does some stuff that's tight a little bit. So, but
it was tight on that. He was biting their necks and everything like that, and that wasn't good, and how they were slashing people up and everything like that. But I did like the chemistry between how in the beginning how they was best friends.
Oh, him and
Lucius.
Lucius. Lucius. They call him Milo.
And that was cool.
Played by Matt Smith, you guys.
Yeah. And I like the doctor, because remember in the first beginning, the doctor was telling them yo, be nice.
Yeah.
And and that's cool how they actually bonded in the first beginning. But I thought it was an okay movie. I mean, will I go see it again if it hits HBO Max? But or if it hits another streaming service? But yeah, I won't go spend another $10 and $12.75.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'll go see Batman again, because Batman was off the point.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was okay. I liked it.
I will say this.
Okay.
The CGI in the movie, they used it. They overused the CGI in the movie way too much. I could tell some parts of some of the scenes.
Okay.
I'm like, oh my gosh, the CGI.
The faces.
Yes, the faces. It's just the faces, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, what were they doing with this CGI? And that's what I'm saying. Honestly, they could have used a little bit more practical effects. They could, but the thing is, using too much CGI, it's bad, man. I'm telling you, if you overuse it, especially in a movie like this, it makes it bad, really bad. But other than that, man, it's I just think that this movie, like I said, it's just it's an okay movie.
It's not the
best
worst movie
it's not
that
the worst.
Jared is it Jared Leto?
Yeah, Jared Leto
played in. It's not the worst movie he ever played in.
Bro,
yeah.
I don't know.
Hold on, was that him and Joker?
Yes, that was him and Joker, bro. You didn't know that? In Suicide Squad?
No,
that was him and Joker.
Oh,
yes,
shit.
That was him.
I did not know that.
Yes.
I learned something new. I did not know that was Jared.
That was Jared Leto in Suicide
Honestly,
Squad.
It was not the best Suicide Squad, and it was not the best Joker. But some of the stuff he did in that Joker movie, in that Suicide Squad, was pretty tight. Some of it. Right. So it's not the worst Jared Leto movie that I've ever seen, and I didn't know he was actually in, Suicide Squad. But okay, so now you've been wanting to tell me this. You've been predicting everything about this. So tell our people what you was predicting. Tell them. Tell them, because you was on my ass the whole damn time.
I'm going to say this, you guys. This is going to be, now, if some of you guys, I don't want to spoil this.
Bump that.
I'm just saying, I don't want to spoil this, but here's the thing. If you do not want to be spoiled, you guys, please exit the D&J Movie Reviews studio right now, because this is going to be the spoiler part.
He's been on my ass the whole time about this.
And I had a theory long time.
Yes, he has.
When Spider-Man No Way Home came out, and we seen the movie, and I knew it, and I put the pieces together.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and explain to you guys. This is going to be the post-credit scene at the end of the movie.
Okay.
Right? The post-credit scene is we see that Vulture is in the cell. Again, like I said, he's
hold on. In the trailer of Morbius, you thought he was in it a lot.
Yeah, but they cut it out.
There you speak your.
Go ahead. I'm saying this, and here's the thing, man. And I've said it, and I said this. A lot of since that they showed Michael Keaton's Vulture in the post-credit scene. I said, they're going to have to find a way to explain a lot of this in Doctor Strange. Right. And a lot of stuff will be explained in Doctor Strange, which I'm ready to see. Which I'm honestly looking forward to.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
But, it's just, like I said, a lot of people was talking about that, oh, no, he's just a variant. To everybody that said that he was a variant, hold this L. I'm sorry. Hold this L because it's the same character.
Hey, you ain't hearing from
I'm
me.
sorry, but no, it's the same character, and the fact is that, yeah, I mean, pretty much, a lot of stuff is going to be explained in Doctor Strange. So therefore, that's what I'm just going to tell you guys. I'm gonna leave it at that. Not gonna spoil you nothing else. You just get a little.
So did you like the post-credit scene? Did you like it? Did you
honestly?
You've been on my ass this whole week.
Honestly, man, the post-credit scene. Can I be honest with you, bro? I feel like
yes.
I mean, honestly, I just feel like it was. Yeah, I'm like
no. Don't give me that shit.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, what do you mean? I mean, it was okay. I mean, you can say, but like I said, it lets me know that what I'm looking forward to,
right?
You know, when Doctor Strange comes out,
okay,
how they're going to explain all this stuff,
okay.
But like I said, back to Morbius again.
Okay.
Honestly, there's just a lot of stuff in Morbius that when you go see this movie, guys, a lot of people want to hate it, but honestly, I felt like that this movie was, on a horror standpoint, it was a good movie. I mean, it was good, but some of the plot points, I will say this, some of the plots in the movie get a little bit kind of confusing, but if you like horror for what it is, then yes, this movie does have some horror. And I was like, okay, I see what they was doing.
Yeah, and what I liked about this movie, again, like you're saying, horror, is like how they use bats.
Yeah.
How they, how bats are blind and how they hear, because bats can't see at night, so they had to use their solar and they had to use their ears, and that was cool how they put that in there.
Yes, now,
that was dope.
Yes,
and I mean, it's just all the things that you want to know about bats, and that is cool. So I'm gonna go on the Discovery Channel, Animal Planet, and I'm gonna have to worry more about bats. But that was cool. I like that. But okay, so now this is going down to the nitty gritty. This is getting down to the nitty gritty.
All right.
What's the grade did you give on this one? What's the grade? Let's get it.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm sorry, you guys, but I'm gonna have to give this movie a D.
Whoa.
I had to give this movie a D, you guys.
A D?
I can't give. Listen, I will listen. It could have been a lot worse, Darrell. I could. This
hold
is
on. Who are you yelling at?
Listen, hold on a second. It could have been a lot worse, but I'm just saying. I'm giving it a D. Just saying.
Okay.
I'm just giving it a D.
Okay.
You guys.
Okay.
I'm just saying this. And again, this is Sony. Okay. This is Sony.
Okay.
You guys. So y'all stay with me because we know what Sony's track record is. I've seen Venom Let There Be Carnage, and let me tell you guys. That movie let me down because they had it. They had an opportunity to get Carnage right on screen the first time, and I like Carnage as a character, and they let me down.
Yes,
Sony let me down. So honestly, this is me being fair, you guys. Y'all think I'm being harsh? This is me being fair. I have to give it a D. I'm sorry. But Darrell, what do you think about the movie, bro? What would you give it?
You know what? After this listening to you, I get it an F. I'm just playing. Nah, I give it a low. I give it a high. Can you get high D's? Like a D plus?
Yeah, you can.
I give it a D plus to a low C.
Okay.
It was an okay movie. I'm not going to give it an F or an F minus. I'm not going to give that because they put all that work in. They did everything about this movie, and it was a decent movie. It was a very decent movie, and I liked it. I mean, I went into this movie thought it was going to be trash, but it wasn't. It was an okay movie.
I mean, it's like I said, it's enjoyable. Like if you like monster movies, honestly, if you like monster movies and you like horror, this movie does have monster elements in this movie, and it does have horror.
You know what this movie actually, the faces and everything had me thinking of?
Who?
Fright Night. Fright Night.
Oh, wait a minute. You talking about the old
old school,
the 1985?
Yes.
You talking about when remember how Wade Marlowe was looking?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And remember at the end when they was going up the steps and everything, he changed into.
Oh, okay.
And then when we went down to the basement, him and his and the girlfriend, and actually changed also into vampires. So that's what the faces actually got me looking at, is like Fright Night.
Okay.
I mean, you can't say like it's Blade.
Yeah, no,
I mean they're you know how they are, but yeah, I think these faces look almost like Fright Night, just like that werewolf off of Fright Night 2.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So, it was okay. I give it a high D to a low C.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say it fucking sucked, but it didn't. It didn't suck at all.
This is all I'm saying is this is Sony's track record. Honestly, I don't know what they're gonna do, but I feel like, well, now they're trying to build a universe of Spider-Man characters. I'm hoping that they'll get this script right for these characters that they're trying to bring in on screen, because
right.
I think, to be honest, bro, I think Sony needs the MCU, bro. They really do. They need to rely on the MCU a little bit. They help them.
Didn't Marvel and Sony combined a little bit?
They did, bro.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm thinking. But that's what I'm thinking, because Sony. Honestly, I hate to say this, but I think Sony, they're running out of ideas with some of these characters.
All that money they got.
But the thing is, though, bro, you gotta think like the MCU. The MCU, they've been building up these stories, bro, for 10 plus years, bro. They've been, consistent with a cohesive story. Now, there's been some movies in the MCU that was like, I'm talking about, they was trash. But at the same time, some of them, Darrell, made sense. I'm saying, but some of them, bro, they were good. Right. Like majority of them. But I'm just saying this, with Sony's track record, I just feel like that they can't, do this by themselves, and they're gonna have to, they're gonna have to build, trying to build up a foundation. How they're gonna build these characters up, man. And that's the reason why I feel like that's where it's lagging. Okay. So therefore, this movie, if you go see it, go watch it. This movie, it has some horror elements in the movie. I will say that, and that's the only thing I can give about it. And that's pretty much all I have. So what you think, Darrell?
Like you said earlier, I mean, just like you said, it did have some horror, elements in it, and it was okay. If it was rated R, I think they would have put more into it if it was rated R. Yeah. But
But it's just Sony's trying.
Sony.
But I'm just saying this. Sony's trying. I'm just saying this. Sony is trying to, they're trying to build this universe like Spider-Man characters, and the thing is, they don't realize that Spider-Man characters, some of them are dark characters, but when they bring them to the screen, they have to bring them down, like they have to light them down a little bit.
Because if you still remember, it's kids too.
Yes, kids too, but at the same time, I'm like, man, darken them up a little bit. But it is what it is. But who knows? But hopefully, they get it right someday. Hopefully, y'all get it right someday, Sony.
I think they will. I mean, what's the next Sony one's coming out?
Craven, that come out next year.
Okay, next year. So other than that, if y'all want to go see it tonight, let us know how you liked it. I mean, did you like it? Did you not like it? And we'll comment back and tell you, and tell us why you didn't like it. But hey, it's Friday. I know everybody's trying to, chill, relax with their fam or they boo thing. So we about to go, and it's your boy D.
It's your boy Jay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, you guys.
Yep. So y'all enjoy. Y'all have a safe weekend. Peace.